You're gonna face so many challenges. How are you guys gonna integrate your lives?
Now that Love is Blind has ended, its top contestants have gone from being on reality TV to facing the reality of their lives. Which couples were able to make it work, and who has totally lost touch with one another?
I'm excited. I'm nervous too.
Jessica and Mark. Love may be blind, but it was easy to see that Jessica Batten was totally hung up on her time in the pods with fellow contestant Matthew Barnett. The problem? She ended up with Mark Cuevas, a man over 10 years her junior, and Jessica could not get over the age gap or her connection with Barnett. According to Jessica, she knew she was going to say "I don't" before she walked down the aisle, and Love is Blind producers wouldn't let her leave before the ceremony. Jessica admits she's had to deal with a ton of negativity from fans regarding everything from her breakup with Mark to giving her sweet pooch Peyton some wine. Yet she insists that the show was overall a positive experience, and she's happy to have been a part of it since it resulted in some couples that did manage to stay together. Moving forward, Jessica has started to ask serious questions up front when meeting new people and says she's learned a lot about herself and what kind of partner she really wants. While she was single for a long time before the show started, she's since started dating again and isn't looking to rush into anything. Some viewers may have been angry at Jessica, but Mark has no hard feelings on that front. Even though he insists they haven't spoken since the show ended, he claims that the relationship was much closer than it appeared on the show. He says that he has nothing but love for her and the experience pushed him to be a better person. Mark took his self-reflection seriously and went to therapy to deal with his need to find answers from other people instead of from within himself. Although he's been quiet about their relationship, Mark has admitted that he has a girlfriend who he met after filming for Love is Blind ended, and he's hopeful for their future.
I cannot.
Lauren and Cameron. Many of us saw Jessica and Mark split coming from a mile away, but right from the beginning, Cameron Hamilton and Lauren Speed seemed perfect together. They had an instant connection and stayed strong through their time in Mexico and the lead up to their wedding, so it should come as no surprise that these two are still married, and according to the couple, they couldn't be happier. Lauren claims Love is Blind fans have been supportive of their relationship and view them as total relationship goals. Even Cameron admits that he thought his relationship with Lauren was too good to be true, but they're still going strong. The biggest challenge they faced so far was keeping their marriage quiet for a year and a half until the show was released. If you're one of the many fans who just can't get enough of this cute couple, you're in luck. Lauren and Cameron started their own YouTube channel featuring a Hangin' with the Hamiltons series. They talk about their marriage, what it's like being in an interracial relationship, and everything from cocktails to dinner parties. There have also been rumors that Love is Blind might be getting a spin-off involving this fan-favorite couple. An anonymous source told Women's Health that there has been talk of a spin-off featuring Lauren and Cameron, but nothing has been confirmed yet. On Love is Blind, Lauren's father was reluctant to accept that his daughter was getting married to someone she met on reality TV, but she says he's totally come around. Now, he loves to talk about their love story and joins the couple for dinner every Sunday.
What kind of life you intend to give my daughter here?
I want us to be equal partners in our marriage, and
Janina and Damien. Janina Jabelli was the first Love is Blind contestant to be told "I don't" when she met up at the altar with Damien Powers. She was furious about being rejected and didn't hold back about her feelings when she confronted her fiancé, so it was surprising to see them very much still together during the reunion episode. According to Janina, she was the first one who reached out to Damien after the show to confirm their relationship status or lack thereof. She was willing to settle for his friendship, but luckily Damien was open to talking about their issues and giving their romantic partnership another chance. They realized that the good times they had together outweighed the bad and decided to take their time instead of rushing to get married. Although Damien regrets hurting Janina by rejecting her, he stands by his decision and believes his actions ensure that they can have a happier and healthier relationship overall. These two definitely had their fair share of conflicts during their initial courtship and struggled to communicate with one another, but both Janina and Damien insist that their relationship has greatly improved, and they've developed better communication skills without the pressure of a wedding and a camera crew. If you want to see more of them, you can catch this cute couple on social media and join their followers who are expecting a big announcement sometime soon. We couldn't help but notice that in many photos, Janina is wearing what looks like an engagement ring on her left hand. It might not be as fancy as the one she wore on Love is Blind, but the odds of Janina and Damien getting married seems better than ever. In this case, taking a step back was definitely what this couple needed to keep moving forward. Amber and Barnett. There's no doubt that Amber Pike and Matthew Barnett were passionate about each other on Love is Blind. Their relationship withstood Jessica's infatuation with Barnett and Amber's surprising amount of debt.
How much are we talking about?
About 20 grand.
Yes, they both said I do while the cameras were rolling, but apparently after the show, things got a little bit messy between these two. Apparently, Barnett was right to be concerned about Amber's debt since it put a serious strain on their marriage. He was stunned by her $200 makeup shopping spree and her $20,000 in debt. Amber admits that her bills and lack of income was stressful for both of them and managed to find a job as a cocktail waitress to help with their finances. On Love is Blind, the couple spent a ton of time together and with their fellow contestants, but going out into the real world was a different situation and they had to learn how to socialize as a married couple. There was a lot for them to get used to, but it was their different expectations that almost caused their relationship to totally implode. According to Amber, she and Barnett both viewed their ideal marriage very differently, and neither felt like their expectations were being met. They both loved one another, yet Amber began to realize that wasn't enough to sustain a marriage. The stubbornness that had brought them together and helped them go through with the wedding was now tearing them apart. Things got so bad that Amber was actually researching divorce lawyers at one point. After reaching their breaking points, Barnett and Amber were forced to communicate and realized they had to stop trying to force what they wanted on each other. Once they had their expectations under control, they managed to accept each other for who they are and not who they wished they could be. Barnett claims that ever since they figured this out, their marriage has been absolutely amazing. Diamond and Carlton. When they were trapped in the Love is Blind pods together, it seemed like things were going great for Diamond, Jack and Carlton Morton. But when Carlton made a major confession in Mexico, things got ugly fast. He came out as bisexual to his then fiancée, and she didn't take the news well. Diamond felt totally blindsided and was upset Carlton hadn't told her this earlier. Coming out made Carlton feel vulnerable, and Diamond's rejection was incredibly painful. According to Diamond, they ended up leaving the show separately and realized later that they had angered many fans. She claims that both she and Carlton have received threatening messages from viewers because of what happened between them on the show. People were quick to call her biphobic, and Diamond admits that she could have handled the situation better. She claims she was surprised and felt betrayed Carlton waited until after they were engaged to reveal this. This caused her to react in a way she has since come to regret. Carlton regrets the language he used during their final confrontation and has apologized to Diamond for his part in their conflict. During the Love is Blind reunion, he even proposed friendship between the two of them. According to Diamond, it wasn't easy or quick to become friends with Carlton, but she's happy that they've gotten to that point after all they've been through together. As for her dating life, Diamond says she's been on a few dates since the show and hasn't found a relationship yet. Carlton is also single, and the only person he's seeing regularly is his therapist. Apparently, all of the negativity surrounding the show had a serious impact on his mental health. Although things got bad, Carlton is thankfully doing much better today. Kelly and Kenny. Thanks to the way Love is Blind footage is edited, Kelly Chase and Kenny Barnes seem to come out of nowhere. But while fans thought they looked sweet together, the rest of the cast had a different opinion. The happily married Lauren and Cameron went on the morning toast to spill the tea about what Kenny and Kelly were really like behind the scenes. According to Lauren, they had zero chemistry together and the entire cast knew that they wouldn't end up saying I do in the end. While Kelly and Kenny clearly have a lot in common, Lauren says they're definitely better off as friends and not husband and wife. Kelly was the one who said I don't at their wedding, but she says she was stunned by what happened next between herself and Kenny. She knew she wasn't ready to get married just yet and wanted more time before committing to this big decision. She thought Kenny felt the same way, and the two discussed what they would do when filming stopped. But after the ceremony, Kenny told her that he wasn't emotionally available and needed some time to himself. Kelly was left feeling rejected and hurt that things weren't going according to their plan. After spending so much time together, the following few weeks of silence were incredibly painful. Kelly felt as though she had lost someone and had a hard time recovering. On the show, Kenny was made out to be the broken-hearted party, but apparently he had been having doubts as well. He said he needed time to focus on himself and felt too much pressure to make it work with his former fiancée, so he cut off all contact and didn't even respond when she poured her heart out to him in a letter. During the Love is Blind reunion, Kenny admitted that he's in a serious relationship with someone else and claims to be very happy. As for Kelly, she's currently single and focusing on her career as a health and empowerment coach. Even though she went through a painful breakup, Kelly is keeping her head up. And there are even some fans who are hoping she gets another chance at finding love on a future season of Love is Blind. Who is your favorite couple on the show, and what do you think the future holds for the cast of Love is Blind? Share your thoughts and predictions with us in the comment section below, and then click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at The Taco. Bye for now!